card in the mail.
Yep. Wow.
Oh, boy.
That's somebody who needs to stop spending.
Yes.
And with us is Brad Huffman, certified financial planner from Future Finances, and we're going to talk a little bit about that confusing. It's a bunch of numbers, really, is what it is, and nobody can understand what this credit score is all about.
It's a mysterious box. We don't know what's inside. We don't know how to get stuff out of it. Yeah, absolutely.
And yet, it dictates so much of our financial life.
I mean, when you think about it, we all know when you apply for a credit card, you get a loan, they're going to pull the credit report. But what you don't realize is cell phones. They're going to check your credit history. Or if you're renting, they're going to probably check your credit. Auto insurance are probably going to check your history. So this magic number, and again, there's several numbers because there's variations. Employers will check it because they want to check your risk profile.
And every time Sean goes on a date, they're checking her credit score.
Oh, yeah. Get out the balance sheet. Let me see.
That's why I spend a lot of time at home alone.
Yeah, go to Walmart. You can save a little bit on your balance sheet. You'll be okay.
Okay, good.
So Brad Huffman is here, and we're going to talk about 5 money decisions that could help or hurt your credit score.
Right.
And Sean and I are going to do the work here.
Let's try it.
50-50 chances on each one. So this is a good thing.
Okay.
First is, again, we know if you pay your bills on time, good. If you're late, bad. But there are some gray areas to this credit score that you really need to understand because all of us have probably made these decisions.
Okay.
First is, should you cancel unused credit cards? Can that help or hurt your credit score?
If you cancel it.
If you cancel those,
unused.
these cards you're not using, they're just sitting around.
Now, I'm going to say this, that with all of these questions, I have a feeling that so much of this seems counterintuitive.
Yes, you've caught on. It will hurt you. And the reason is part of your score is based on how much debt you have outstanding relative to the available credit that you have. So if you have 3 or 4 cards, you just don't want them around. If you get rid of them, your available credit decreases, but your debt hasn't. So you actually look a little bit worse on paper, believe it or not, than if you left them there. Now, if you want to destroy them, go ahead and destroy them. Or get rid of them over time. Because if you do get rid of them suddenly, your credit score could be damaged
Just
because
don't
of
close
that.
them out, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you can close them out, but do it over time. Maybe close one 6 months later, a year later, close another. But if you do it abruptly, believe it or not, oddly enough, it could be a problem.
I get that. It's about your available credit if you have them open. Now, what if they're cards that charge?
Well, then you have an issue to weigh. The first ones to go would be the ones, if they're going to hit you with a $50 or $100 annual fee, maybe you want to get rid of that one first. Again, if this is more of multiple. If you've got 2 or 3 cards that you use and when you get rid of one of them, probably not a big deal. But if you're somebody who has 7 or 8 lying around and you get rid of 5 quickly, that could be a problem. So again, gradually is the issue. Next one, how about using very little debt or avoiding debt? Can that help or hurt you?
Never having debt.
Never having debt hurt or help?
Okay, I'll go with gut here again.
That is correct. It will hurt you. If you're a responsible person, you're a good saver, you like to pay with cash, you don't like to use their credit cards, great. That's a good thing. I wish we could all do that. But actually, it will hurt your score because if you think about it, you really don't have a history to work with. So, and in some cases, and I've dealt with this with clients who've had lost spouses or in a divorce, one of them might have been the primary breadwinner that did all the finances, the other didn't. They may not have a history at 40, 50, 60 years old. That can be a real problem.
Because they want to see your history of making payments and how you do.
You've got to kind of dance with the devil, if you will, in order to build that credit history. Another one here, how about if you frequently check your credit report or your score? Can that help or hurt you if you frequently check it?
Checking. I was going to... okay. I know this is wrong because we already had 2 hurts, but I'll say it.
You're right. It's a help. And the main reason being because it can't hurt you. Again, it's not going to make your score go up per se, but when you go in and check your score or you check your report, you're doing what's called a soft inquiry. So when a credit score is developed, they're looking at your inquiries and these hard inquiries coming from lenders. So when you inquire about your credit history, it's not hurting your score because they recognize that that's not a lender. And actually, I think it can help because, one, it makes you very aware what's on there. Oftentimes, there's errors, there's issues. This gives you a chance to see what's going on. And also, in this day and age, identity theft is a huge issue. So if you're looking at it frequently, and again, I'm not saying look at it daily or weekly or anything like that, but looking at it at least 3 or 4 times a year is a good idea, and I think it can only help your score
if you look at it.
If you look at it.
But if lenders are looking at it and dinging it,
if you're applying for a credit card every single week, you're getting hit with these hard inquiries. That will hurt you because now they're saying, this person's applying for a lot of debt, and maybe you're being turned down or accepted. Either way, it will hurt you.
Well, I want half a point for that then.
Yeah,
I was
we'll
confused.
give it. We'll let you have it. I'm pretty easygoing guy.
Okay.
We'll give you one more point on your FICO score.
Yeah, exactly. Just half, maybe.
What's next?
How about having different types of debt? Having several different kinds of debt. So I'm talking auto, student, credit cards, just throwing all this stuff at you.
I think that helps.
Yeah,
I would
these are
think it
too
would help.
easy. You guys shouldn't have gotten all these right. But yeah, it would help you. And again, if you think about it this way, it's like diversifying your credit profile. So you want to mix these different things in. You've got some that are fixed payments. You're doing a good job on that. You've got revolving credit, with the credit cards. And you're proving to them that I can do these different things. Again, everything's in moderation. It doesn't mean you go out and take on more debt than you can handle. Your cash flow has to dictate it. But if you're a normal person, you probably started with student loans, maybe you transition to credit cards, auto loans. If you do a good job, you pay it, and you're not over leveraged, that profile will actually give you a decent history over time.
Good. Okay. We have one more, and real quickly.
Cosign on a loan.
Cosign on a loan.
Help or hurt?
I have no idea. Help?
I'm going to say hurt. I'm worried
I'm going
about
to
that
say
one.
yes and yes.
Oh.
Because it depends. It does go on your history, so if you're looking to build some history, we'll add to it. The problem is you're beholden to that other person. So if they miss a payment or they get behind, and you might not even be aware, it can actually hurt you.
Okay.
So you want to be very careful when you do that. If you're hiring to help Junior, if Junior forgets a payment or two, it's going to come back and haunt you. So you got to kind of weigh the pros and the cons of that.
Very interesting. Good stuff. Let's see what we did score-wise.
Oh, good. They give you the
got
half.
your half a
They
point.
gave me half a point.
Because we'll have to hear it all day if we don't.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Well done, Brad. Thank you for sorting through that for us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff. All right, coming up, did you know that there are actually houseplants that NASA has approved? Huh. They help clean the air in your home. We're serious. We're going to show you next.
All right.